it's a level of understanding. It's not something that you can train people. You can point, but even Sid says, I can point. Don't listen to my words. My words are the finger. If I'm trying to point to, you're trying to point to something to me, and I keep looking at your finger and saying, David, I can't see it. You would say, look beyond my finger to where I'm pointing.
Yeah, I like that example.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I'm not trying to make this complicated, because it isn't. It's so simple. I think our intellect wants it to be, it's attributed to Einstein, whether there's some debate on whether he actually said it. But the quote that's attributed to Einstein is that the intuitive mind is a sacred gift. The rational analytical mind, its faithful servant.
Yeah,
however, we have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift.
So what is it that you're doing or teaching people to try to get the message to them so that they don't have to do something routine, but that they just kind of get it? Have you discovered ways that are help people not to stare at the finger?
Yeah, the most potent way in my experience is to have them read Mr. Banks's books and to watch his videos. And often we haven't got the time this morning, but I can tell you, just when his Long Beach videos came out, I had a lady that cursed me and called me every name in the book, and had come within an eyelash of killing herself, and had been in coma for three days before she came out of coma. And I said to her, I said, listen, all I'm going to ask you to do, I will discharge you tomorrow morning if you promise. I mean, if they probably would have suspended my privileges if the administrator would have heard me. If you will promise me that you'll come back in 2 weeks, if you will promise me that you will come back if you become suicidal, and if you watch these 4 videos twice through before tomorrow morning, 4 hours and 30 minutes of watching videos, right? Because they're 2 hours and 50. The next morning I came in and she had cursed me, David. She had been terribly sexually abused as a child. She was in her late 30s in multiple abusive relationships, physical and sexual relationships. She had lost hope. I said, so I asked her that. She said, fine, I'll watch your blanking videos. I'll watch your blanking videos. And I said, thank you, because that's all. I know what you want. She said, you don't know what I want. I said, yeah, I do. You're like the rest of us. You want to be at peace, where you can give and receive love and feel joy. The next morning she came in and sat down, and she had watched them twice through. And she sat there with tears streaming down her cheeks. And I just waited. I sat quietly with her. She said, Doctor, I owe you an apology. You didn't deserve the way I called you names and talked to you yesterday. And I said, I understand. It's your apology accepted. I knew you were hurting. She said, these tears that are streaming down both cheeks, they're not tears of sadness. They're tears of gratitude. For the first time in my entire life, I feel hope that I can be at peace.
Yeah, wow.
And I saw her, David, probably 8 times, and she came to a group for 8 times. She seemed like she was fine then. So I encourage people to watch his videos and to read his books. Yeah. And I talk to people like I'm talking to you. I go through the missing link a page at a time. I've done it with professors at major universities in psychiatry. I've done it with kids as little as 10 years old that say, why aren't they teaching this in school, doctor? Why aren't they teaching? This is being taught now in a number of countries in middle school and high school.